Kolo. Alright, all praise to the Most High. Happy Feast of Tabernacles.
Happy Feast of Tabernacles.
All praise. Let's clap for the Most High. Alright. All praise. Alright. Title of the lesson: The Siege of Jerusalem, from Babylon to Rome invasion. So, in this lesson, what we are trying to cut out is to know between the four beasts spoken about by Daniel in Daniel 7:1-7. You understand? Say our captivity from that time. Now, the Bantus have fought so many wars, but we want to look at our captivity journey, the siege that took place from Nebuchadnezzar's time all the way to this present state of where we are currently. You understand the history? This is more like a history lesson. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what we're trying to deal with, and we want to show the atrocity that was committed during these times by our people. You understand? And the cost, the woes that goes along with it. Our disobedience, the Most High warned us of so many things, but we couldn't listen. Now all the plagues written off in the book of Deuteronomy 28, how we begin to encounter them, and how we are still facing them to this day. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we're going to look at in this history. So without further ado, give me the book of 1 Peter 4:17.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of God. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
So, for the time is come that the judgment must first begin at the house of the Most High of God. And if it first begin at us, the people, okay, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? You see that? So Peter says that the judgment begin with us. So in order for us to verify this precept, where Peter said for the time is come that judgment must begin. Where did he get this knowledge from? That judgment must begin with us. Let's go to Daniel 9:1-3. All right, let's read.
In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes,
Okay.
which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans.
Now don't forget, this same Ahasuerus was the one that connived with Nebuchadnezzar. You understand what I'm saying? To overthrow Nineveh during the time of the Assyrian Empire. Don't forget, Shalmaneser in 1 Kings 17 overthrew the northern kingdom, Abi. So when Shalmaneser took over and ruled over, that was during the time of Tobit. That was during the time of Tobit and Tobias. When you go to the book of Tobias, the last chapter of Tobias, it tells you that, and Nebuchadnezzar, that's what they call him, and something Ahasuerus, which is this king of meat. Nebuchadnezzar connived with him. This is why you can never trust anybody. Nebuchadnezzar connived with Ahasuerus, king of the meat, in order to defeat king of Nineveh. You understand what I'm saying? Now, when they defeat king of Nineveh, the son of Ahasuerus, you understand what I'm saying? That's why he said Darius, son of Ahasuerus. This same Ahasuerus, his son, which is Darius, we are reading here in the book of Daniel, which is now the king that took over his father. So, when he has now gained the dominion after his father, he betrayed the covenant that his father, and Belshazzar's father had, which is Nebuchadnezzar. Because remember, Belshazzar was king after Nebuchadnezzar. Darius was king after Ahasuerus. Ahasuerus and Nebuchadnezzar were friends. They joined forces together to go and defeat Nineveh during the time of Tobias. You understand? In the book of Tobit, when Ahasuerus passed away, or when he handed over the throne to Darius, which is the son, which was in the book of Daniel now. When Nebuchadnezzar too died, or he passed away, or handed over the throne to Belshazzar in Daniel 5. Remember, it was the same Darius in Daniel 5 that defeated at 62 years old, that came and overthrew Belshazzar, son of Nebuchadnezzar. You see that? So the two sons from two kings now fought themselves. And the reason why it happened that way, because the Most High wanted to elevate Daniel. You understand? Most High wanted to elevate him, but he doesn't want to elevate Daniel in the political office during the reign of Belshazzar, son of Nebuchadnezzar. He wanted to elevate him during the time of Darius. He wanted to use Darius, the meats, to elevate Daniel and put him in the political office. Which you understand what I'm saying? Which all those other governors became envious of him, because Daniel was appointed president. Over the three presidents, Daniel was above them. That's why they were envious of him. Darius betrayed the trust that his father and Belshazzar's father Nebuchadnezzar had, and overthrew him and took over the kingdom to himself. Both in order, because when you overthrow somebody, the kingdom that person possesses belongs to you. So you have Darius now ruling over the whole kingdom, both in the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom of the Bantu. So mind you, this is a history lesson. It's in the book of Tobiah. Let me even plug it out. Neither is Ashur, which is Assyria. And it was the Assyrian Shalmaneser in 1 Kings 17 that overthrew northern kingdom because of their rebellion, as the prophet have warned them. Now look at it. This is the book of Tobit 14 verse 15. I'll read it myself. Let's get context. Verse 14. It says, and he died at Ecbatane in Media. You see that in Media, he died at Ecbatane in Media. Media is Medes, kingdom of the Medes. And he died at Ecbatane in Media, being 120 years old, 127 years old. He said, but before he died, he heard of the destruction. This is Tobias. Tobias wrote the book of Tobit. So Tobias went to Nineveh. He traveled from Ashur, from the kingdom of Assyria. You remember, Shalmaneser took us away from our land and brought us onto, he split us. Some of us, he put us in different regions in Babylon. Because some of us, he put us in, I say Babylon. Some of us, he put us in Nineveh. Some of us, he put us in other region of his colony. So, Tobias went to live. He traveled on his own. He had the liberty to travel. He had the permission to travel, even though he was a slave. But he had the permission to travel to meet, to go and live there. So he now heard that those of his brethren that were still living in captivity in Ashur, in that of Assyria. Let me now read it. And he died at Ecbatane in Media, being 120 years old, 127 years old. Verse 15, last verse. But before he died, he had the destruction of Nineveh. You see that he had of the destruction of Nineveh for Medes. Because when he was in Medes, by that time, Darius, Nebuchadnezzar and Ahasuerus had come to defeat Shalmaneser. So he was in Medes. He was in the kingdom of Ahasuerus was still king that time, not his son, not Darius. Darius was not king there because Darius was not yet sitting on the throne. Ahasuerus was sitting on the throne. So Tobias was in the land of the Medes. He now heard that Ahasuerus has gone to where his brethren were held captive in Nineveh. And see, but before he died, he had the destruction of Nineveh, which was taken by Nebuchadnezzar. That's Nebuchadnezzar and Ahasuerus. That's Ahasuerus. And before his death, he rejoiced over Nineveh. You see that? So I want to just show that history. That's why you can never trust kings, because the two fathers of Darius and Belshazzar had a covenant to divide the kingdom to themselves. The tribute they get, the tributes they get from there will be to themselves. But now Darius, when he took over his father's throne, he betrayed the trust from the other one. I went to go and fight him and take everything to himself. So that's it.
Darius, he betrayed.
He betrayed Belshazzar, exactly, son of Nebuchadnezzar.
That's why the father both of that.
That's why the father both of them's father made an agreement to go and defeat Nineveh.
That's Nebuchadnezzar and Ahasuerus.
And Ahasuerus, exactly. Yeah. Because Ahasuerus is father of Darius, Nebuchadnezzar is father of Belshazzar. That's why when you read Daniel 5, let's go there. Daniel 5 verse 22. It says, and thou his son, O Belshazzar. This is Daniel speaking to Belshazzar, warning him about his judgment that will come that same day. And thou his son, O Belshazzar, you son of Nebuchadnezzar, has not humbled yourself, you've not learned from your father, has not humbled thy heart, though thou knewest all that took place with your father. When Nebuchadnezzar became an animal, and 7 years passed before him, this is what Daniel was warning him. You did not learn from the mistake your father made, that the Most High punished him. Yet you were taking the Most High's vessel and you were praising the God of wood and stone. Verse 23. It says, Daniel 5:23. He said, but hast lifted up thyself against the Most High of heaven, and they have brought the vessels of the Most High of his house before thee, and thou and thy lord, thy wives, and thy concubines have drunk wine in them, and thou hast praised the gods of silver and gold, and of brass, iron, wood, stone, we see not, nor hear, nor know, or knowledge, and the God in whose hand thy breath is, and whose are all thy ways, hast thou not praised. You see that, or glorified. Then, verse 24, then was the part of the hand sent from him, and this writing was written. Verse 25, and this is the writing that was written, mene mene tekel upasin. Now we know that this is a Bantu word. Okay, mene mene tekel upasin. It's a Bantu word. Verse 26, this is the interpretation of the thing. Mene, the Most High has numbered thy kingdom and finished it. This to Belshazzar. Keke, thou art weighing the balances and are found wanting. Wanting means is found guilty. it's lacking righteousness. Perez, thy kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians. Do you see that? Verse 29. Then commanded Belshazzar, and they clothed Daniel with scarlet, and put a chain of gold about his neck, and made a proclamation concerning him that he should be the third ruler in the kingdom. Okay, he was elevated in the reign of Belshazzar, but not the ranking the Most High want him to be, because here is the third ruler. The Most High don't want him to be the third ruler. The Most High wants him to be the next to a king. You understand what I'm saying? Verse 30. In that night, in that night was Belshazzar the king of the Chaldeans slain. He was killed. Verse 31. And Darius, do you see that? Darius the Median took the kingdom, be about 62 years old. That's 2 years old. Score is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. Plus 2. And his addition. Plus 2. That's 2 years old. Let's now go back to Daniel 9. That's why I tell you, and Darius, son of Ahasuerus, which you saw in Tobit 14, verse 14 to 15, where Ahasuerus took over with Nebuchadnezzar the Colite and overthrew Nineveh. Now, this is Daniel 9, verse 1. It says, in the first year, let's go.
Of Darius the son of Ahasuerus.
In the first year of Darius, son of Ahasuerus, that we saw in the book of Tobit. Let's go.
Of the seed of the Medes.
Of the seed of the Medes. Seed means the bloodline.
Which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans.
Which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans. You see that? Because he was one that overthrew Belshazzar, son of Nebuchadnezzar.
Verse 2. In the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books the number of the years, whereof the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem.
And you see that? Because even our ancestors, our ancestors are not proud. Daniel is a very skillful prophet and had wisdom. That's why Jedediah told you in Proverbs chapter 9, verse 9. Wisdom will pass from one person. Let me even get it. I don't want to read. Let's read it according to context. This is Proverbs 9, verse 9. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will be yet wiser. He's already a wise man, but give him instruction, he will be yet wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. He's already a just man, but you give him more knowledge, he increases in learning. He's not proud. And the reason why I'm showing you this precept in this Samba lesson about the siege of Jerusalem from Babylon to Rome invasion is because Peter says in 1 Peter chapter 4 verse 17, that judgment will start from the house of the Most High. How did he know of all this? Because he read from the book of his ancestors. Daniel is Peter's ancestor. Daniel lived during the time of Jeremiah, even though Jeremiah is older than Daniel. But Daniel understood. That's what he's telling you here. Daniel is humble himself, telling you, even as a prophet, that I understood by the books. Let me even go there. Daniel 9 verse 2. You see that Daniel says in the first year
of his reign, I Daniel understood by books.
He understood by books. What books?
The number of the years. Whereof the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah.
And we'll soon go there.
The prophet.
Whereby the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah the prophet that they will serve Nebuchadnezzar for 70 years. Because Kepha said that the judgment will begin from us. Before the Most High bring judgment, he used prophet to warn us. Before the judgment. That's why I'm taking us backward. From Peter to Daniel, from Daniel to Jeremiah. See, I'm going backward. These are the Most High warn us. That's why history is good. To know your history. And to know why we are here. Let's go.
Whereof the word of the Most High came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem. Verse 3. And I set my face unto the Most High's power to seek by prayer and supplications with fasting and sackcloth and ashes. And while I was speaking and praying and confessing my sin and the sin of my people, Jacob, and presenting my supplication before the Most High, my power, for the righteous mountain of the Most High.
21.
Yeah, whilst I was speaking in my prayer, even the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation. 22. And informed me.
The evening oblation is the evening prayer, which is that three times a day which we pray, like we see in Psalms 50 and Daniel 16. So Psalm 55:17, that is a precept. Evening and daylight and noon. will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. That's the evening oblation.
Daniel 9:20,
22.
22. And he informed me and talked with me and said, "O Daniel, I'm now come forth to give thee skill and understanding."
You see, that for to come to give this skill and understanding. Oh, let's go.
23. At the beginning of thy supplications, the commandment came forth, and I come to shew thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore understand the matter and consider the vision.
What verse?
23. 24. 70 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon thy righteous city to finish the transgression and to make an end of sins and to make reconciliation for iniquity and to bring in everlasting righteousness.
Did you see that?
And to seal up the vision and prophecy and to anoint the most righteous.
The most righteous, all right. Let's read. Jeremiah 25:1-2. Let's go.
The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah.
So we're reading this because we want to verify what Daniel is talking about. Daniel said in Daniel 9 verse, so that he read from the book of Jeremiah. He understood through the book of Jeremiah that his people will start 70 weeks, Sabi. Kepha said that the judgment begin from our house. So we're going backward. So now we're going to Jeremiah to verify all those things. Let's see.
The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of
Now
Judah.
remember, the lesson is the siege of Jerusalem from Babylon. So we're starting from Babylon. Now this is Babylon where it starts from. That's what we're going to now. We want to see how Nebuchadnezzar sieged Jerusalem and took over it. That's what we are going to hear. All right. Remember, it's during times of Kepha we are living. We are living in the last days. When Christ was born, that's when the last days begin. Like Hebrews 9 tells you, and 1 Peter 1 tells you. All right.
Jeremiah 25:1. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the people of Judah in the 4th year of Joachim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah. That was the 1st year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.
That was the 4th year of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon.
Verse 2. The which Jeremiah the prophet spake unto all the people of Judah and to all the inhabitants of Jerusalem, saying,
Verse 8.
Therefore, thus says the Most High of hosts, because you have not heard my words. 9.
That's the key thing, because you have not heard my words.
Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north.
I will send and take all the families of the north.
Said the Most High. And Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and we bring them against this land.
And we bring them against this land. That's why judgment will start from us. That's what Kepha was saying there.
And against the inhabitants thereof. And against all these nations round about.
And against all these nations round about.
And we utterly destroy them. And make them an astonishment.
So the Most High will definitely use Nebuchadnezzar, not only against us, against the nations that surround us round about. Yes, that's throughout the whole earth. So Nebuchadnezzar will subdue all the kingdom of the earth. That's what he's telling you here. Read.
And we utterly destroy them and make them an astonishment and an insane and perpetual desolation.
And a perpetual what?
Desolation.
And a perpetual desolation. And you must not forget, when you go to the book of Judith, Nebuchadnezzar was being worshipped as a god through his servant. Nebuchadnezzar was revealed as he was raising himself up as a god. Do you know that?
I think it's a funny statement. He made. Say that Abraham made all this kingdom.
Apart from even that one, let's go to the book of Judith. Holofernes, yes, king of the army of Ashur. Because then Nebuchadnezzar has already conquered Assyria with Ahasuerus. So this Holofernes is the chief captain in Judith 5 verse 1. Yes. Let's go there. Judith 6 verse 1. This is it. Now this is the book of Judith chapter 6 verse 1. It says, and when the tumult of men that were about the council was ceased, Holofernes, the chief captain of the army of Ashur, which is Nebuchadnezzar controlling it, said unto Achior and all the Moabites before all the company of the nations. He says, and who art thou, Achior, and the hirings of Ephraim, that thou hast prophesied against us as today, and hast said that we should not make war with the people of Israel, because their God will defend them. He says, and who is God but Nebuchadnezzar? You see that? And who is God but Nebuchadnezzar? Because Holofernes was the chief captain of Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar was ruling over Ashur, which is Assyria. Because at that time, in the book of Tobit chapter 14 to 15, him and Ahasuerus has combined forces to take over Nineveh. But Nebuchadnezzar was still trying to conquer other region of the earth. Even though he has covered Nineveh, but he couldn't do it on his own. That's why he collaborated with kingdom of Medes, the Media. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not showing us the history here. He was even revered as a god. Alright. That's why you see the Most High turning him into an animal. That's why Daniel was telling his son, it's like you've not learned from what the Most High did to your father. I 7 times passed before him in Daniel 4, where he became a ruminant animal. Hair grew over his skin. His nail grew like eagle's claw. Until 7 times passed before him. A time means a year. 7 times means 7 years. He behaved like an animal for 7 years. Nebuchadnezzar, yes. The scripture says, that's Daniel 4:32 downward. He said, until a voice came from heaven and was speaking to Nebuchadnezzar direct. He said, until you know that the Most High is ruling the heavens and the earth, and he giveth dominion to whomsoever he willeth. Because he lifted up himself and said, is this not great Babylon? Is it not this great Babylon that I built in the power of my might? That's what he was saying. He didn't listen to Daniel then. So Daniel was telling his son too, your father made this mistake and I warned him, he didn't listen. You are doing the same thing. He still did not listen. Because the spirit of Belial is in them. Because they are worshippers of fallen angels. What do you expect? That's why he died, and that same night he died. That same night, Darius at 62 years old killed Belshazzar and took over the kingdom. He completed what his father did not do. To him, he said, how can my father would have subdued the whole world, but this other kingdom are still sharing something with us? No, I want to gain everything for myself. That's what the son did. Darius, king of Medes.
But the two fathers had an agreement. So
he had an agreement, but he went against the contrary of the agreement. Now that's why you can never trust. That's why they are Gentiles. You cannot trust them. There's no trust there. Everybody wants power. Everybody wants power. The irony of it is that our people were the slaves in these people fighting for powers. As we are seeing this day, as we are seeing all these Caucasian people fighting themselves for power. The same thing. This is the same method. Everyone fighting for superiority. Who's the power of the world? Same method.
And they want you to take a side with them when they are fighting war.
And they want you to take a side with them when they are fighting the war. They will find allies to join them to fight out those wars.
Yes. It used to happen in football clubs. You see people that are supporting clubs like when two people are meeting each other.
Jeremiah 25, let's go. In verse 8.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 25 verse 8. Behold, I will send and take all the families of the north, said the Most High, and Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and we bring them against this land, and against the inhabitants thereof, and against all these nations round about, and we utterly destroy them, and make them an astonishment, and an insane, and perpetual desolation.
Yes.
Verse 10. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride, the sound of the milestones, and the light of the candle. Verse 11. This whole land shall be a desolation, and an astonishment, and this nation shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years.
And what?
And this nation shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years.
And this nation shall serve the king of Babylon. How many years?
70.
How many years?
70.
They shall serve the king of Babylon 70 years. That's what Daniel was telling you in 70 weeks. That is 70 weeks in the book of Daniel. So in case you are wondering what is with the weeks 70, because remember, Daniel said he read from the book of Jeremiah. So this is that book of Jeremiah that we are reading. This is what Daniel was reading. What we are reading is what Daniel was reading. So that's 70 weeks. For you to understand what that weeks mean, the weeks is 70 years. 70 weeks is 70 years. So 70 weeks by prophecy, weeks is years. Not your regular week, like a week in a month. This week represents a year. 70 weeks represents 70 years. Are we following now? So by prophecy, week is a year. So 70 weeks, 70 years. That's what we are saying there. So we are just seeing the history starting from Babylon to Rome. A week is 1 year. Bible prophecy. If you're not dealing with prophecy, which is always a parables, then a week is in a month. But once you're dealing with prophecy in mystery, a week is a year. You understand what I'm saying? Times 2 is also a year. When you're dealing with prophecy, Bible prophecy, times is also a year. Times, weeks, they all mean 1 year. And sometimes 1 day could also mean 1 year. When you're dealing with Bible prophecy. If you're not dealing with Bible prophecy, then days is days in a week. If you're not dealing with Bible prophecy, week is week in a month. Are we getting it now? Alright. Let's read.
Jeremiah 25 verse 12. And it shall come to pass, when 70 years are accomplished, that I will punish the king of Babylon and that nation, said the Most High,
Yes.
for their iniquity and the land of the Chaldeans, and will make it perpetual desolations. 13. And I will bring upon that land all my words which are pronounced against it,
Just that.
even all that is written in this book,
Even all that is written in this book, in the book of Jeremiah and beyond. Let's go.
which Jeremiah had prophesied against all the nations.
Yes. Which Jeremiah has prophesied against all the nations. Which is written off in this book. But which we will see. Of course, Jeremiah wrote it in the previous chapter. But he still wrote some in this chapter here. Let's read.
Verse 14. For many nations and great kings shall serve themselves of them also.
Exactly.
And I will recompense them according to their deeds, and according to the works of their own hands. 15. For thus says the Most High, our power of the Jacob, unto me, take the wine cup of this fury at my hand.
Now the wine represents the prophecy. It's not a physical wine because you are dealing with prophets here. Remember, Hosea, the book of Hosea says, I have also spoken by the prophets and used similitude. Okay? Alright.
Take the wine cup of this fury at my hand, and cause all the nations to whom I send thee to drink it.
Yes.
Verse 16. And they shall drink and be moved and be mad,
Yes.
because of the sword that I will send among them.
The sword represents the word, and the word represents the destruction. And the Most High will used by the Gentiles to punish these nations. You understand? Which is through Nebuchadnezzar. Beginning from him. You understand? So the wine represents the judgment or the plague that the Most High will use that Gentile nation like Nebuchadnezzar to punish other nations. Are we getting it? They will drink it, means that it will surely come to pass. That's what I mean. They will surely drink that wine. Go and give them this wine. It's not saying physically take wine, put wine in a cup and go and give them. No. When it says give them this wine, meaning open your mouth and speak to the wind. Prophesy unto the wind. When you prophesy unto the wind, that thing you speak with your mouth to the air will most surely hit its mark. It will surely happen, even if it's next year or next 5 years, it will surely come to pass. That's what the Most High is saying. Prophesy unto the wind. That is, give them the cup, meaning speak the word. They will surely drink of it, meaning that prophecy will surely come to pass. That's what it means, they will drink of it. And anyone that refuses to say that they will not drink of it, meaning anyone that says that this thing will not surely come to pass, they go and tell them it will surely come to pass. They must drink, and they will not just drink, they will be mad. They will get drunk and they will run mad. Meaning that the thing will hit them so much that they will be so grief in their mind. That's what the Most High is saying. It's very simple. It's just parables. Let's go.
Jeremiah 25 verse 16. And they shall drink.
And they shall drink, meaning that prophecy will come to pass.
And be moved.
And be moved.
And be mad.
And be mad. They will be mad at it. They will be very angry.
Because of the sword that I will send among them.
Because of destruction through Nebuchadnezzar, starting from him.
That I will send among them.
Yes.
17. Then took I the cup at the Most High's hand.
Then took I the cup is in parables, metaphor.
And made all the nations to drink. Unto whom the Most High had sent me.
Unto those nations, their names that the Most High has mentioned. So Jeremiah has to name them. Names is very important.
Jeremiah 25:18. To wit, Jerusalem.
To wit, Jerusalem. That is taking us back to what Peter was saying. If the judgment will start with us, meaning that judgment that begins from Nebuchadnezzar, that Daniel spoke about, Daniel 7, because that Daniel 7:1-7 prophecy is going all the way, all the kingdoms to this same date. Beginning from Nebuchadnezzar, the first beast, to this day, the Roman Empire, which is Mystery Babylon. That's what I hope we're getting it. Yes. All right, let's go.
Jeremiah 25:18. To wit, Jerusalem.
To wit, the judgment will start with Jerusalem, and he will send Nebuchadnezzar. Jerusalem will drink of that cup, that plague. They will eat it. Our people will eat it. The Bantus will eat it because we are rebellious people. So the Most High will start it with his own people first, as the example. They will face all the plague, not only the plague written even in Jeremiah, though he said about Jeremiah, but the plague written also in all the prophets, like in Deuteronomy 28. Like cannibalism, where a father will be eating flesh of their children and stuff like that. You will see it there, it's there. All the place took place. We'll get it here if we can finish the lesson. Of course, we can't finish it today. But let's read.
And the cities of Judah, and the kings thereof, and the princes thereof, to make them a desolation, an astonishment, an hissing, and a curse, as it is this day.
As it is this day. Then verse 26.
And all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another,
Yes.
and all the kingdoms of the world, which are upon the face of
And
the earth.
all the kingdoms of the world. So that this conquering of Nebuchadnezzar is not just only in one place. He put all the earth under subjection, under him, under his dominion. Only for Ashur. That's why when his son took over, his son wanted everything for himself. Read.
And all the kings of the north, far and near, one with another, and all the kingdoms of the world,
All the kingdoms of the world,
which are upon the face of the earth.
which are upon the face of the whole earth. Nebuchadnezzar will subdue them, as we are seeing with mystery Babylon. That's what we are starting with Nebuchadnezzar. All this is starting with Nebuchadnezzar, beginning from based on what Peter was saying prophetically, because they all read from this book of the ancestors, as we are reading this day. Same thing, same method, no difference. Read.
And the kings of Shishak shall drink after them. 27.
And the king of Shisha shall drink after them, meaning after Jerusalem. Go on.
Verse 27. Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus says the Most High of hosts. The Most High of...
Sorry, not after Jerusalem, after other nations that they listed that we didn't touch. So everyone can take them and read it on their own. Let's go, 26.
27.
27, okay, let's go.
Therefore thou shalt say unto them, thus says the Most High of hosts, the Most High of Jacob, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall and rise no more.
Drink ye and be drunken, meaning that this plague will surpass you. It's not physical drunkenness, meaning this plague will be also over excess. That's why I said they shall be moved and be mad of all what they shall see. So they should be drunken of this plague, meaning the plague will be excess. You know when someone is drinking stupor, you know it will become so ruthless that they will be wondering, they will cause the day that they were made. Such a plague that they have never seen since the day that the earth became a nation. Since there became a nation, they will see that plague. That's what the Most High says, and it's true. The plague, when you read the letter of Herod and Pontius Pilate, it says that the plague that happened among the Israelites. Sorry, when you read Josephus, the book of Josephus, it tells you that the plague that happened among the Bantu people, such a plague has never took place since the earth became a nation. Since there was a nation upon the face of the earth. That's exactly what Nebuchadnezzar did. The Roman Empire did that to us. Because Josephus is Roman Empire, sorry. So Nebuchadnezzar did similar to the year. Read. Where people were so much in starvation that they begin to eat their children to live. All kinds of atrocity. People begin to eat dung, shit.
The Most High of Akobi, drink ye and be drunken, and spew and fall and rise no more.
And rise no more.
Because of the sword which I will send among you.
But that rise no more will not be for his people. Because most always make an exception for his people. Read.
Because of the sword which
even though they will face the plague, but that no more is not for the Bantu people. It's for their nation.
Because of the sword which I will send among you. 28. And it shall be, if they refuse to take the cup at their hand to drink,
if they refuse it,
then shalt thou say unto them, thus says the Most High of hosts.
What verse?
28. You shall certainly drink.
You will certainly, that plague must surely hit you. That means you must surely drink it. That plague will come to pass. I will send Nebuchadnezzar and he will destroy all the kingdom of the world. You will put them under his subjection. You will drink of that wine. That plague he will hit you. That plague, all the plagues that Nebuchadnezzar will do to you, and all the suffering you will get from that plague, from that starvation and famine, and that dirt that will hit the land, you will receive it. Read.
Verse 89. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by
I begin to bring evil. You can see that the Most High doeth evil. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why the Most High is doing evil, because it tells you in the book of Proverbs, in the book of Exodus, it says that an eye for an eye, and tooth for a tooth, an ear for an ear. It's not also an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. If you do evil, evil shall surely go for evil. It tells that in the book of Ezekiel. I think it's Ezekiel 7:26. Let me go there. Yes.
Mischief shall come upon mischief.
Mischief shall come upon me. Another word for mischief is evil. It says mischief shall come upon mischief.
And rumor shall be upon rumor.
And rumor shall be upon rumor. Do you see that?
Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet.
Then shall they seek a vision of the prophet.
But the Lord shall perish from the priest.
But the Lord shall perish from the priest, because the priest will be rebellious. The Most High will not tell the priest what to do in order to escape it. He will surely hit them, but if they are rebellious. So mischief shall come upon mischief. Evil will come up. Since you choose evil, so the reward you will get is evil. Whatever you sow, you reap. The Most High is not mocked. And also, exactly. So if you want evil, I will give you back evil. I created all things. If that's evil, what I will give it back to you. You will tell me, how does it taste? Is it good? That's what say you must drink of it. That's what you call for, Abi. Let's go back to it. Verse 29.
Verse 29. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name.
For lo, I begin. That's the key word here. That's why Kepha says in 1 Peter 4:17 that, and if the judgment shall begin from us. Let's go there. While you stay where you are. 1 Peter 4, so we can refresh our memory.
1 Peter 4:17. For the time is come.
For the time is come. From that time till now. Now is come. From then now.
The judgment must begin.
That the same judgment. And the most calamity we just read not while we do really very slow.
Must begin.
Must begin. For lo, in Jeremiah 25:29, I begin to bring evil upon the land that is called by my name. I will begin it with you. That's why in Jeremiah 25 upward, it tells you that beginning from Jerusalem.
For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. This is Peter speaking, 1 Peter 4:17.
And if it begin at us,
that's why the Old Testament is very important to understand these times. There is no salvation if you don't understand what took place. The salvation is old. Go back to the things of old. That's your salvation. You will not gain any saving if you don't know this. If you want to solve a problem, won't you not find the root cause? If you don't find the root cause, how can you solve the problem? You can't solve the problem. It's common. People don't use their sense. If you don't find the root cause, you cannot solve the problem. You are staying here, you want to solve the problem. When you don't know the root cause, you will still continue to be sick. Read. Common sense.
And if it first begin at us.
And if the judgment first begin at us, do you see that? Yes.
What shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
What shall then the end of them be that obey not? For how did Kepha know this if he has not read the book of Jeremiah, prophecy? He has to read prophecy to know. That's why we are doing the same thing he's doing. This is how Kepha was teaching. This was his treatise, and this was how he was teaching. The same method. Nothing changed. Alright, let's read.
Jeremiah 25.
Mind you, treatise means writings. Alright.
Jeremiah 25 verse 29. For lo, I begin to bring evil on the city which is called by my name.
For lo, I begin to bring evil. This is Jeremiah now. Of the city which is called by my name. Jeremiah 25:29.
And should ye be utterly unpunished?
And should ye, my people, be utterly unpunished? Read. What is?
Ye shall not be unpunished.
Ye shall not be unpunished.
For I will call a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth.
For I will call a sword upon all the inhabitants of the earth. But my people, you shall not be unpunished.
Says the Most High of hosts. 30. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Most High shall roar from on high.
The Most High shall roar from on high.
And utter his voice.
And utter his voice.
From his righteous habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout.
Do you know why? Because the judgment in our time, this one I speak about the end. Because after from this time to Kepha's time, the judgment itself will still start in our place. It's already starting with us. It's not so. We're already expressing the judgment, and when the Most High if the Most High is in the sea to judge the earth with his people, with his thousands of saints, you understand what I'm saying? It's not in our land.
Yeah.
It's in our land. Mount of Olives. You know what it says in Zechariah 14 verse 4, 3-4. Mount of Olives. That's where it's coming. It's there in the prophets. So the judgment will still happen in our place. A lot of people will fall. That's why it tells you that in Amos 9 verse 9. I'm not making things up. We're dealing with history here. So we have to be quoting things. Read verse 8.
The book of Amos chapter 9 verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom.
Behold what?
The eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom.
Everybody, what the Most High says?
Behold, the eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom.
What is sin? Transgression of the law. 1 John 3:4. For sin is a transgression of the law. Who gave us the law? It's supposed to be so-called Old or New Testament. It's old. So for you to, why is it telling you that behold the eyes of the Most High upon his sinful kingdom? And among those sinful kingdoms are our people. That's why the judgment is starting to begin with us, because we are given the dominion of the earth. So if the people giving the dominion of the earth is not ruling well, the judgment they must use them as an example, because we have failed. And the Most High will now use a nation that is below us to punish us. That's what is happening now, to this day. Behold, the eyes of the Most High, let's go.
The eyes of the Most High are upon the sinful kingdom.
Are upon the sinful kingdom, because people still refuse to keep the law. They are transgressing it. Upon the sinful kingdom, yes.
And I will destroy it.
And I will destroy it,
from off the face of the earth.
From off the face of the earth, yes. Watch this.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob.
Saving I will not utterly destroy the house. I will destroy it, but I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. I will still keep a remnant out of them. That's what he's saying there. Read.
Said the Most High.
Go on.
For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of
The
Jacob.
next verse, for lo, I will command. Who's going to command? He's going to use the Gentiles. I will command and I will sift the house of Jacob. Do you see that? I will sift, meaning I will separate people from people. I will know those who are my people and those who are not my people, so that those who are not my people will be exposed on the day of judgment when I will roll out of heaven. I will destroy those one, because those one will cleave to the Gentiles. So because they will cleave to the Gentiles and begin to hide themselves, I will destroy them in during that day of my coming. That's what he's saying here. So you're all linking up together. I read it.
Amos 9 verse 9. For lo, I will command.
For lo, I will command, meaning the Gentiles.
And I will sift the house of Jacob among all nations.
And I will sift the house of Jacob among all nations where they are living to this day. Our people are not living everywhere. We're living in America and in Europe, Asia, all the continents. He said, I will command. Who is he going to use to command? It's the Gentiles. He will use the Gentiles to try us, to judge us, to punish us, as we are saying this day. Those that are his will be his. Those that seek wisdom, that run to and fro, like the prophets, like Daniel 12:4 says, knowledge shall increase. So those that run to and fro will know how to separate themselves. And not let this artificial intelligence and all this Gentile trick get a hold of them. They will have control over Mammon. Mammon will not have control over them. Mammon is a parable for carnal things. That's what Jedediah said in Proverbs 8 verse 11, that wisdom is better than rubies. And of all that there is, there's nothing to compare unto it. Wisdom supersedes rubies. Rubies is carnal things. There, let's go.
Amos 9 verse 9. For lo, I will command and I will sift the house of Jacob among all nations.
I will sift the house of Jacob among all nations where they dwell.
Like as corn is seated in a sieve.
Like as corn is seated in a sieve.
Yes, shall not the least grain fall upon the earth.
Yes, shall not the least grain fall. Let shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. You see that the least grain means that none of his people shall escape it when they begin to do this thing. No one shall escape it. The least grain from the small to the great, nobody shall escape this when they begin to see the house of Israel. So I said, let me bring that here. Read on.
Verse 10.
Verse 10.
And all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
And all the sinners of my people, so see, all those that refuse to keep the law, among my people shall die by what?
By the sword.
By the sword. By the plague which Most High will send, which we read in the book of Jeremiah.
We say the evil shall not overtake.
We say the evil shall not do what? Shall not overtake or prevent us. These are the people among our people that are saying that they shall not drink of the cup. They are saying that evil that the Most High will bring will not happen upon us. It's a lie. That there will be peace on the earth. These are the ones saying that there will be peace on the earth. There shall never be evil. When the Most High is telling Jeremiah, go and give them that cup of wine, they will drink it, they will overdrink it, and they will run mad. Meaning that plague will surely happen. It's not a physical one, it's a parable. Meaning that the plague which I will use the Gentile to, it's not happening today. Are you not seeing how the Gentile are killing our people? That plague has hit us, and it's still hitting, and our people are mad. Are we not mad? How are they mad? Are they not protesting? Yes. Carrying banner saying judgment for Floyd, judgment for police brutality, See Biafra, see Biafra fighting Nigerian government. See Biafra fighting Nigerian government. People were grieved on the thing that took place to them. This is what the Most High is here. Some people are seeing they are still stiff neck. A typical Bantu. They will hear it. They will still be stiff neck and making mockery of it. That's why the Most High will make it happen more. Because this is what the prophets of old were saying, and it's happening now. Because this judgment is for now. It's here. It started back then during Kepha's time, which is the end of the world when Christ was born. Till this day, because we are still living under the Roman Empire, the four beasts. You have to know that 4 is very important. That 4, you see that 4. That's why this lesson is titled "The Siege of Jerusalem from Babylon to Rome Invasion." The four beasts. Daniel 7:1-7. Very important. Those are the times we are living in. People need to go and study that history to know what is going on the earth today. They need to go and do a deep research, a deep history on Daniel 7:1-7. Go deep on Daniel 7. If that will be your sermon for the whole year, go and learn it. Daniel 7:1-7, very important. Find a teacher or someone that knows how to break Daniel 7:1-7 very well for you. Trust me, there's no wisdom in up and down that you will not know. To a great amount of level. You will see everything very plain, what's happening on the world. What the Gentiles, the Caucasians, the people are using against us. You will see everything very plain. All these things I'm talking, you will know of it. To very open to your eyes. Your eyes will be open. Most people's eyes are not open. It's not everyone's eyes is open. It's not even one that old scriptures or old book that open things. Their eyes is not open. It's not by making us, not by quoting 100 precepts. Do you know what you are reading? Do you even know what you are reading? Some people just read things just plain. They just go one piece, they go this one, go that one. Just read there. Praise this, praise. Do you know what you are even doing? The kingdom is more deeper than just this. Deeper than, you have to find it. The most times you want us to think. Are you not seeing that there's problem going on the earth? You are calling me and asking me for money. Why don't you call me and ask me give me wisdom to know what is going on the earth? That will bring you back to the money you are looking for. Even the money that will supersede the one you are looking for the money for me. Where everybody will not be suffering. Everybody, these people are suffering, no, these people are suffering, no. Why don't you find out what make the earth, certain people of the earth to be suffering? Find the history, what is the cause of it? That's what the most guys want us to think. People are not thinking because people are not teaching them that. Their theologians or their theologists are not teaching them that. They don't know it. Whether they know it or they don't know it, but because maybe those also they are under lost. They are greedy. Their theologians are greedy. They are after the people's money. Offering and tithe. Every single now they're offering and tithe. They've turned it into a business. If it's not all what they are doing, all what they are crying for money today is for offering and tithe, is that money what they want to collect. So they will find precepts, twist everything, so that they will collect that offering and tithe. That's what they're after. They don't want to go and work. It's offering and tithe. I'm not saying there's anything wrong to collect. I'm not saying there's anything wrong for you to collect fruit of your labor, but that should not be your primary goal. Primary goal should tell people what is the real into. That's why Christ says, "Who want to use scribe and Pharisees, hypocrites?" In Matthew 20:23. He said, "For you have omitted the weightier matters of the law, judgment." Why did Christ mention judgment there? Mercy and faith, which thing all you to have done. I'm going to leave the other part undone. As the people are doing, they will teach one part, they will leave the main part undone. Notice the main part. Christ mentioned judgment. He said, "For you have omitted the weightier matters of the law." The weightier, the one that is most important of the law, judgment. As we are reading this day, for you to deal with judgment, you have to deal with the prophets. He said, which thing ought ye Pharisees to have done? He says to go unto you. And you have people talking, doing all this preaching, doing all this. They don't teach people the history of who they are, where are they coming from. That's the weightier matter of also teaching people. Not all this one praise the most, like clap and collect money, bring money, pray to have money, Who was supposed to have money? That's why you see when they eventually have that money, they used to do evil. They will use that money they've gotten now to suppress another person. It's also to help them. And even if they want to help, they will expect something. They will expect something great in return. There's always an evil attached to it. That's what I'm saying. Because if you don't find the most high, when you eventually get that money, you will not know how to use it. Because money is a spirit. Counting is a spirit. It's a very dangerous spirit. And it's ruling over many people. I'm telling you the reality, but most people don't know it. This kingdom is as deep as you think. You don't joke with it. It's beyond all these people are asking for. Spirituality is very, very important. And you have to make it a case study. You see Daniel 7:1-7. People should go and find someone to break that. If a theologian cannot give them a very deep root of Daniel 7:7, find someone that keep on doing research. You know, one person. Keep on doing more research. You will learn. It's very, very important. You understand what I'm saying? Very, very key. Daniel 7:7. All the sinners, let's go. Amos chapter 9:10.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword.
So the Moses said that all the sinners, because 4 John 3:4 said that for sin is a transgression of the law. Because the people refuse the law and refuse to hear the prophets, they will all die by that sword. And even those one that says that the evil shall not overtake or prevent us from doing what we are doing. You understand what I'm saying? It will that plague, they will drink of it. It will surely hit them and they will run mad. They will be angry. As you are saying this day. You understand? Read. Verse 10. No, read it, verse 10.
All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
So I want to brief us that there. Back to Jeremiah 25. Let's go.
Jeremiah 25 verse 29.
Verse 30. Jeremiah 25:30. Let's go.
Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Most High shall rob from on high, and utter his voice from his righteous habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout.
Shall give a shout.
as they that tread the grapes,
as they that tread the grapes, as someone that is treading on grapes,
against all the inhabitants of the earth.
against all the inhabitants of the earth, including his own people that are scattered throughout the four winds of the earth. You understand? Because remember, the awakening, the Christ awakening, or the Christ consciousness, you understand? I'm saying it's all over the earth, like Deuteronomy 31:5 says, where the Most High will awaken His people, all those that are seek the law. Because it tells you that the law is not in the heaven nor on the earth. That you say, where is the law? Let me go and find it. It's within you. The law is within you. That's Deuteronomy 30:11. Is that also? Deuteronomy 30:11. It said, for this commandment which I command thee this day is not hidden from thee, neither is it afar off. Verse 12. It is not in heaven, that thou should say, who shall go up for us to heaven and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Neither is it beyond the sea. Verse 13. That thou should say it, who shall go over the sea for us and bring it unto us, that we may hear it and do it. Verse 14. Deuteronomy 30:14. But the word is very near. You see that? Very near unto thee, in thy mouth and in thy heart, and that thou may do it. Do you see that? See, I said before thee this day, life and good, and death and evil. That's what the Most High says. Deuteronomy 30:1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come unto thee, the blessing and the curse, the increase and the curse, which I have said before thee, that thou shalt call them to mind among all nations where the Most High has driven thee through slavery, which we are in this day. We are all over the world. He says, and thou shalt return unto the Most High that power, those that will return, and thou shalt obey his voice according to all that I commanded this day, thou and thy children, with all thy heart and with all thy soul. 3. He says that then the Most High thy power will return thy captivity. You see that? And have compassion upon thee, and will return and gather thee from all the nations where the Most High has scattered thee. You see that? If any of thee be driven unto the uttermost part of heaven, meaning from other parts of heaven, from then will the Most High gather thee, and from then will he fetch you. You see that? That's it. It says, and the Most High thy power will bring thee into the land which thy father possess, and thou shalt possess it, and he will do thee good and multiply thee above thy fathers. This is a future event. Because he's talking about us being scattered throughout the four winds of the earth and the gathering, which is what the Christ will do, or the saviors will do. This is Moses speaking here. This is a future event. It has not come to pass yet. It's happening, but it has not fully. The awakening is first of all happening. The gathering is also happening, but it has not been fully gathered. Jeremiah 25. Let's go back. So I'm going to show us the parallel of the precept. Therefore, prophesy thou against them all these words, saying unto them, the Most High shall roar from on high,
and utter his voice from his holy habitation.
From his righteous habitation, yes.
He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout, as they that tread the grapes, against all the inhabitants of the earth.
Go on.
A north shall come even to the ends of the earth.
A north shall come even to the ends of the earth. You see that?
For the Most High had a controversy with the nations.
For the most High had a controversy with the nations. You see that?
He will plead with all flesh.
Plead means we will fight with them. It's not begging you. That plead, when you look at the original transliteration of that word plead, or the lexicon of that word plead, it means fight. For the Most High we fight with all flesh. It's not plead means begging though. Read.
He will give them that are wicked to the sword.
Exactly, that's the pleading. The pleading means we fight all those that we fight with all flesh. Those that are wicked, all those that are wicked, we give them to the sword.
Said the Most High.
Said the Most High of hosts. It's that plain and that simple, including his own people. Jeremiah 39:37-1-2.
The book of Jeremiah 37:1. And King Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, reigned instead of Coniah, the son of Joachim, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, made king in the land of Judah. Verse 2. But neither he nor his servants, nor the people of the land, did hearken unto the words of the Most High.
You see that? Even though they were under slavery now, at this point in time, Nebuchadnezzar took over the kingdom. So in this precept, Nebuchadnezzar took over the kingdom. Now appointed Zedekiah, son of Josiah,
Who is his father?
who is his father, as governor or interim king, or as governor to rule over our own land. Till this day, and mind you, all this is happening till this day. There's never been any king ruling over the whole Bantu land. Instead, we have sub-kings, and also we have king of Onitsha, king of this, king of Oba of Benin.
Till
Till this day now, we've not had a unified king ruling over the whole land of the Bantu. Unlike during these times, we have a unified king ruling over the two divisional kingdoms. But nowadays we have subsidiary kings, minor kings ruling over, and these minor kings are still slaves.
to the
colonial masters.
That's how funny it is.
That's how funny it is. The assistance to the colonial masters, which is what we are seeing here in prison. Nothing new under the sun. That's why this history is very important. Everything is here. Everything we are seeing happening today is still happening here. Is here. This is where it starts from.
All this Obi of Onitsha.
Obi of Onitsha. This of that one. Obi of
Sultan of
Sokoto. All those things we are hearing.
Alaafin of Oyo.
Alaafin of Oyo. Oba of Benin.
Oba of Benin. And the rest of them.
The Most High have subjected them down and bring them low. They are still very rebellious. That's what we are seeing here. Jeremiah 39. Let's go. So in this precept, we want to show how the walls was destroyed when Nebuchadnezzar came in. Let's read it.
Jeremiah 39 verse 3. And all the princes of king of Babylon came in and sat in the middle gate. Even Negasharezar, Samganebu, Sasekim, Rabsaris, Negasharezar, Rabmag, with all the residue of the princes of the king of Babylon.
Okay.
Verse 4. And it came to pass that when Zedekiah the king of Judah saw them, and all the men of war, then they fled and went forth out of the city by night.
Then they fled and went forth by, and that was where Nebuchadnezzar put out the eye of Zedekiah. He was blind, and that prophecy was prophesied in a similitude way, saying he will be blindfolded by the time he get to Babylon. Because the Most High told Ezekiel to go and show them this sign, show them these riddles, and let them know what is going to happen to them. This is Ezekiel 12 verse 9. It says, Son of man, had not the house of Israel, the rebellious have said unto thee, what doest thou? He says, say thou unto them, thus says the Most High of hosts, this burden concerned the prince in Jerusalem. You see that in Jerusalem, because remember Zedekiah is kingdom of Judah. So this burden, this judgment, this burden concerned the prince in Jerusalem and all the house of Israel that are among them, everyone that is living in the kingdom of Judah. Say, I am your sign. Go and tell the children of Bantu, Ezekiel, you are their sign. Anything that you see me do, it represents you. Meaning, go and demonstrate. If Ezekiel, if you dance, this dance is not you, Ezekiel. Tell them that dance is all of you, the whole land of Israel. This is what will happen to you. If I Ezekiel fall on the ground, that it means all the house of Israel will die. I hope you are getting it. It's a riddle. That's why the Most High told Ezekiel to go and tell them, I am your sign. Go and tell the house of the Bantu, your people, that I am your sign. Whatever you see me do, I am a sign of what will happen to you. I hope you are getting it. All right. Say, I am your sign. Like as I have done, so shall it be done unto them. You see that they shall remove and go into captivity, which they went during the time of Zedekiah, which is what we just read. This is exactly the precept here of Jeremiah 39. That's exactly what you are reading here. But the Most High also showed Ezekiel too. It says, because this is Judah, it says, they shall remove and go into captivity. It says, and the prince that is among them shall bear upon his shoulder in the twilight, and shall go forth, and they shall dig through walls. You see that? To carry out thereby, he shall cover his face, that he see not the ground with his eyes. That's for Nebuchadnezzar. That is for the king. You see that? My net also will I spread upon him, and he shall be taken in my snare, and I will bring him to Babylon. You see that? To the land of the Chaldeans. Yet shall he not see it, though he shall die there. Because Zedekiah went there and died in Babylon. He did not see it because Nebuchadnezzar plugged his eyes. But Ezekiel the prophet did not tell them that his eye was plugged. Because Ezekiel and Jeremiah worked the same time. They live during the same times. So the Most High used all these various prophets to warn them that they will not hear. They will never listen to the people because they are stiff-necked, they are stubborn. Till this day, you can see them among our people who are stubborn. They don't used to hear word. When the Most High send a prophet, they always curse the prophet. They always spit on the prophet. They don't know what they are doing. They are repeating the same thing until the Most High plague them. Because they don't know who is real and who is fake. When they see one, they think it's by dressing or by age. Jeremiah 39, let's go. Verse 4.
And it came to pass that when Zedekiah the king of Judah saw them, and all the men of war, then they fled.
Then all the men of war, then they fled.
And went forth out of the city.
I went forth out of the city by night.
By the way of the king's garden.
By the way of the king's garden, like Ezekiel was describing.
By the gate betwixt the two walls.
By the gate between the two walls, and they shall dig walls. That's what Ezekiel was. That's what is happening here. By the gate between the two walls.
And he went out the way of the plain.
And he went out the way of the plain.
That's right. But the Chaldeans army pursued after them.
But the Chaldeans army pursued after them. This is the book of Jeremiah, not Ezekiel. Because here the Most High work with two prophets. To mean the same thing. Yes.
And overtook Zedekiah.
In the
in the plains of Jericho.
Yes.
And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar,
They brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar.
king of Babylon,
Yes.
to Riblah in the land of Hamath, where he gave judgment upon him.
When Nebuchadnezzar gave judgment upon him based on his Hezekiah prophecy to them, which Hezekiah went and showed them as a sign. He said, I'm your sign. But Hezekiah did not plug his eyes. Hezekiah just used blindfold and blind his eyes. Meaning that the king will be blind. Will be blind. They will plug out his eye. He will not see when he go into captivity. But they did not know what Hezekiah was. They did not know what Hezekiah was showing them, because the Most High did not let them see. Let Hezekiah to interpret it for them. But you let Hezekiah show them that sign that this everything you see happening to me will happen to you. But don't interpret it for them. Read.
Verse 6. Then the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah in Riblah before his eyes.
You see that? Before he plugged out his eye, he killed his own children before his face. The king's children.
Also the king of Babylon slew all the nobles of Judah.
You see that?
Moreover, he put out Zedekiah's eyes.
Moreover, he put out Zedekiah's eyes. That's why Kepha said the judgment will start with us. Very terrible judgment that the Most High will use the Gentiles against us, as we are seeing to this day. Read.
Verse 7. Moreover, he put out Zedekiah's eyes and bound him with chains.
And bound him with chains. You see that?
To carry
With
him
all
to
the blood,
Babylon.
with all the blood dropping from his eyes.
To carry him to Babylon.
To carry him to, because he will not listen. This is what stubbornness does. That's why Samuel said to obey is and
After the sacrifice.
to obey is rather than sacrifice, and to hearken than burnt offering. Because Saul himself failed to destroy the Amalekites. That's why the Most High went away from him and gave the kingdom to David. Simple mission. When you go there, destroy the Amalekites. Do not spare one. The way the guys have to spare goat and bull and cow. Wipe everything away, because you don't know which one is crossbreeded. Those people go and be having sex with animal and be cross splicing. Because among them the fallen angels were ruling with them. The Amalekites were dealing with fallen angels' children, with the fallen messengers' children. Because Amalek is Esau. Abi? Amalek is Esau now. Amalek is son of Eliphaz, Esau's grandson. And Esau got married to the Canaanites. And the Canaanites, the fallen angels were dwelling among the Canaanites. They were troglodytes, cave dwellers, the Nephilim children, the fallen angels' children, the Anakim. You understand? Say Tamai, Ahiman, and the other third one, I've forgotten his name. That you read in Joshua 15:14-15, and in Numbers 13 verse 33. And so many precepts, the Zamzumim, the Emims, Deuteronomy 2 verse 10-20. So many precepts like that there. Where you find them. Even in Genesis 14. When Abraham went to destroy the king of Elam, to rescue Lot, they are there, the whole rights, they are there. Alright, from there. Alright, let's go. 2 Baruch chapter 6 verse 1.
And it came to pass on the morrow that, lo, the army of the Chaldees,
which you just read in Jeremiah,
surrounded the city.
They surrounded the city. What we are trying to show here is that the Most High was the one that destroyed the wall. The Most High didn't allow Nebuchadnezzar to destroy the wall. The Most High brought out the wall by himself. Least the Gentiles should lift up themselves and say that they were the one that destroyed the Most High's house simultaneously. So the Most High didn't want them to destroy the wall. The Most High brought the wall down by himself. Which he showed this Baruch here. Which is what we're trying to show us here. Before Nebuchadnezzar come, the wall has already fallen. The wall of defense, the forts, the mount was already destroyed by the Most High. You know they have several walls, but the forts that defend the forts of the city, the Most High has already destroyed them by himself. He sent one of the messengers to split the wall for Nebuchadnezzar's army to enter their defense. That's why they wanted to flee through the guarding wall. that's why the Zedekiah wanted to flee through the guarding wall, because Nebuchadnezzar's army has already entered. Read.
And at the time of the evening, I, Baruch, left the people.
And at the time of the evening, now remember, Baruch is Jeremiah's scribe. Let's prove that. Jeremiah 36:4. Let's read it. Jeremiah 36 verse 4. Let's go.
The book of Jeremiah chapter 36 or so. Then Jeremiah called Baruch, the son of Neriah.
Then Jeremiah called who?
Baruch, the son
Jeremiah
of
called who?
Baruch, the son of Neriah.
The son of Neriah.
And Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah.
And Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah. So Baruch is a prophet, he's a scribe, and he's a prophet also too.
From the mouth of Jeremiah, all the words of the Most High.
All the words of the Most High. So I want to prove that there. So let's go back to the book of Baruch. So Baruch himself has a book of his own that he wrote. Read.
I, Baruch, left the people.
I, Baruch, left the people.
And went. And I went forth and stood by the oak.
And stood by the oak, yes.
And I was grieving over Jerusalem
And I was grieving over Zion.
and lamenting over the captivity
Yes.
which had come upon the people.
Yes.
And lo, suddenly a strong spirit raised me and bore me aloft over the wall of Jerusalem. And I beheld, and lo, 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the city.
And behold, 4 angels standing at the 4 corners of the city. Yes.
Each of them holding a torch of fire in his hands. 5. And another angel began to descend from heaven and said unto them, hold your lamps, and do not light them till I tell you. For I am first sent to speak a word to the earth, and to place in it what the Most High has commanded.
Which is the Ark of the Covenant.
And I saw him descend into the righteousness of the most righteous, and take from there the veil and righteous ark.
And the righteous ark, not holy ark, but the righteous ark. Anytime we use the word righteous, we are replacing it for holy, because holy etymologically goes to the word holy. Holy goes to the word the holy wood. And the holy wood is used by the Wiccans, the witches, okay, for their ceremonial rites, for their ceremonial rituals, which is evil and abominable, where they do human sacrificing, which all link back to cannibalism and the offering rendered to the pantheons, the fallen angels. That's why we don't use the term holy. We don't use the term holy or holy. Remember, I and Y are interchangeable. So when you say holy, holy is same thing as holy, or holiday, same thing. That's why you have Hollywood. Remember the Bohemian Groove. Hollywood capital is in where? California. LA is where? California, right? Where's the Bohemian Groove? California. You see that there's always a wood involved in it. That's why it's called Hollywood. Hollywood, because that is the wood where they do sacrificing unto their pantheons, their deity, where they gather themselves. All the association of witches called Wiccans. That's where they gather and do their rites, where they speak on how they will deceive the earth, increase their ranking, you understand, and all kinds of atrocities. So the word holy is corrupt, but we're not supposed to use it. So in replacement for that, we use righteous. So when they say holy of holies, we say righteous of righteous. Let's go on. Verse 6. For I am first sent
to speak a word to the earth.
Yes.
And to place in it what the Most High of hosts has commanded me. And I saw him descend into the righteous of most righteous, and take from there the veil, and righteous ark, and the mercy seat, and the 2 tables, and the most righteous raiment of the priest, and the altar of incense, and the 48 precious stones, wherewith the priest was adorned, and all the most righteous vessels of the tabernacle. And he spoke to the earth with a loud voice. Earth, hear the word of the mightiest, or the most mightiest power.
Chapter 7 verse 1, let's go.
And after these things, I heard that angel saying unto those angels who held the lamps, destroy therefore and overthrow its walls to its foundation, lest the enemy should boast and say, we have overthrown the wall of Zion or Jerusalem.
Yes. Now verse 7 says, and I heard these things, I heard that angel saying unto those angels, you see that who held the lamps, destroy therefore and overthrow its walls to its foundation. From the foundation, bring down the wall of Jerusalem down. It says, lest the enemy should boast and say, we have overthrown the wall of Zion. Do you see that? And we have burnt the place of the mighty one. Verse 2. 2 Baruch 7 verse 2. It says, and they have seized the place where I had been standing before. So the Most High will not allow them to take that pride. So the Most High said, they bring the wall down before they even come. And this thing was shown to Baruch, the wall, the defense wall of the Bantu of Jerusalem. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High brought the wall down, so that the army of Nebuchadnezzar will go in and destroy his people because of their rebellion. But there are other inner walls of the city. That was where Zedekiah was trying to flee through the 2 walls. They break the wall, another smaller wall. They want to flee to another corner. That was where Nebuchadnezzar have caught it, because they had Nebuchadnezzar and his army have already entered the defense wall. So he was trying to flee through another part of the wall towards the garden, towards his garden. That's when Nebuchadnezzar caught him outside. The army, because the army are many, so they caught him there. That's why they seize him. But if he break the wall, flee through the plain, like Hezekiah showed, that they will dig through walls. That digging means they will break the wall to flee to another direction. The king and his prince and his children and his wives, they did not listen. They did not, this was the same Jeremiah that they cast in the dungeon. Zedekiah came to in Jeremiah 38. Zedekiah came to meet Jeremiah there inside that dungeon. This thing from what did the Most High say? Did the Most High visit you? Jeremiah in his weakness, he was so shrinked, he almost died. Yet he was still managed to speak. They let him to die. No food, no water. He was drinking mud water, dirty water from the underground. When they throw him there, no food, nothing. It was one Ethiopian man that came to feed him. They let him there to die there, to rot in. Jeremiah the prophet. That's to let you know what all this prophet went through. He was so lean, everything, all his bone, everything was almost dying. He looked like someone that is already out.
And the guy saw this, he did not even.
But yeah, the Most High was speaking to him through vision. And Zedekiah came there, saw him, telling him the Most High tell you anything. He still called Zedekiah, listen to me very carefully. If the Most High did not speak to me, I will not tell you this. Do not do this, because if you do this, you will regret it. I'm just paraphrasing. Zedekiah will not. He told him, he warned him. Do you know what Zedekiah told him? He said, I am afraid of the people. What they will do. Zedekiah was afraid of people than what the Most High will say. He was more concerned about his throne. They said that they will kill him or they will overthrow. Jeremiah said they will not do you anything. They will not do you anything. Go and serve Nebuchadnezzar. That's what he was telling him. Go and serve Nebuchadnezzar. That's what Jeremiah was telling him. You will serve. You must serve Nebuchadnezzar. There's no how you will not escape it. You must serve him. You people are very rebel. Your only way out for you to live and for people to enjoy. Go willingly and serve Nebuchadnezzar. You people have provoked the Most High. Don't fight him. Don't go to war with him. Don't run from him. Go to him and surrender to him. You have disappointed. You have disappointed me. And he will treat you. He will entreat you with peace. He will still give you freedom to rule in your land. He will not punish you. But if you do not listen to me and you go contrary against me, I will still bring him there. And not only will I bring him there, I will make him to destroy your land. And that's what Nebuchadnezzar did. When Nebuchadnezzar got into our land, he destroyed many places there, destroyed many people there, and now the few ones that he kept there, he now began to appoint them as farmers over there. And of course, eventually he now appointed governor to rule over there on his behalf. They will not listen. This same Zedekiah came to meet him in dungeon. Instead of him to listen, his eyes would have never been plugged out. But they will not listen. Stubbornness. Here the prophet did not refuse to listen. That is it. The king went to meet him in the dungeon. Did the Most High tell you anything? Did he tell you anything concerning that thing you were telling me before? He said yes. The Most High repeat the same word. But all of them, they say Jeremiah is not speaking true word. He's speaking falsehood.
So they decided to leave him there, allow him to die there.
They say Jeremiah is a fake prophet. He was a Gentile that came to feed Jeremiah. Not really a Gentile, an Ethiopian man. He's a Bantu person that came to feed him. That came to meet him into that dungeon and feed him. Just like Jethro did to Moses. He left him there for 10 years.
No brother. Is it the also?
He left him there for 10 years without food.
Abraham brother also.
It was Zephora. Yes, it was Zipporah. His daughter that was feeding Moses at that time.
No, I call also Betuel.
No. Chapter 8 verse 1.
Now the angels did as he had commanded them. And when they had broken up the corners of the walls, a voice was heard from the interior of the temple. After the wall had fallen, saying, Enter, you enemies, and come, you adversaries. For he who kept the house has forsaken it.
That's the most highest. That's the most highest.
Verse 3, and I Baruch departed.
Chapter 81 to 5 or 29 to 5.
Chapter 80, verse 1. And now, my brethren, I make known unto you that when the enemy had surrounded the city, the angels of the Most High were sent, and they overthrew the fortification of the strong wall, and they destroyed the firm iron corners.
So that the firm walls and the firm iron corners, you see that?
which could not be rooted out.
Which could you see that? Read it again, verse 1, 80 verse 1. And now, my brethren, I make what known unto you. When the enemy, which Nebuchadnezzar surrounded the city, the whole city.
And they surrounded the city.
Yes, the angels
of the Most High were sent. And they overthrew the fortifications.
And they overthrew the fortification. That's the fort, the defense city, defense wall. So Zedekiah fled through the walls from the garden, which is like a farm. The inner walls. That's why you want to flee. No, that because he knows that the main fort is already exposed, has been broken by the angels. He didn't know, even Nebuchadnezzar did not know that what break that wall. All he knows that the wall is open. The army entered there.
He has alternative escape.
He just entered there, so he's not even know. He knows that he wants to go inside that city and take over it. But the Most High have sent the angels prior to that to break down that wall, and he brought a witness, which was Baruch, to witness the wall being broken down before Nebuchadnezzar's army came. After that, he removed Baruch, and I'm sure this Baruch would have went through portal. Because if Baruch saw when the wall was broken before Nebuchadnezzar's army come, they would have caught him too, standing there. So it's most likely most of them are moving through portal and going to hide him somewhere. But they will not tell you that here. Because all these prophets went through portals. Yes, they went through portals. Yes, they went through portals. They went through. Interdimensional. Inner interdimension. Maybe moving from this city moving from this place to another place. Because Baruch witnessed the breaking down of the wall before the army came. And the army are in multitude. They would have seen him when he was running. Where did he want to run to? Because they surround the whole city. Read. Just food for thought.
The fortification of the strong wall.
So the angels broke down the fortification of the strong walls, yes.
And they destroyed the firm iron corners.
And destroyed the firm iron corner, the bars, the steel that hold the city, like the pillar that hold it.
Which could not be rooted out.
They destroyed it. The angels destroyed it.
Nevertheless,
it was the angels that break it, which no one can remove by just mere strength. That's why the Most High went to go and destroy it.
Nevertheless, they hid all the vessels of the sanctuary, lest the enemy should get possession of them. And when they had done these things, they delivered thereupon to the enemy the overthrown wall, and the plunder house, and the burnt temple, and the people who were overcome, because they were delivered up, lest the enemy should boast and say, thus by force have we been able to lay waste even the house of the Most High in war. Your brethren also have they bound and led away to Babylon, and have caused them to dwell there. Verse 5. But we have been left here.
But we have been left here, Baruch and the rest,
being very few
in Babylon. Nebuchadnezzar left only just few in Jerusalem.
This is the tribulation about which I wrote to you.
This is the tribulation about which I wrote to you. So the great tribulation people are talking about did not start during the time of now. The great tribulation starts from the fourth beast. That's one of the things, one of the key things I want us to take note of. People are talking about great tribulation. Great tribulation will come. Great tribulation has already come back then. That's why I say Daniel 7:1-7 is very important. That's when the great tribulation starts, because that was the beginning of the end. The great tribulation everyone's talking about is not going to happen now. It has already started already. People are still waiting for great tribulation. Great tribulation has already started since time of Nebuchadnezzar. Because since that time, the kingdom of Judah have not had a king sitting on the throne. That was our great tribulation. There's no king sitting on the throne from that time of Nebuchadnezzar till this day. No, there's no unified king.
So this is
no unified king.
And the rest of them.
You have split kings, but no unified king ruling over in our land. That's the great tribulation Moses is talking about. The Gentiles ruling in our land and controlling our land till this day. Daniel 9:25. So we'll end it here for now.
The book of Daniel chapter 9 verse 25. Know therefore and understand.
That
from the going forth.
Of
the commandment.
Going forth of the commandment.
To restore.
And
to build Jerusalem.
Unto the
Messiah.
Go on.
The prince shall be 7 weeks.
The prince shall be 7 weeks, which is 7 years.
And 62 weeks.
And 62 weeks, that is 62 plus 7, that is 69 years.
The street shall be built again.
The street shall be built again.
And the wall.
And the wall.
Even in troubled times.
Even in troublous times. Do you see that? Even in troublous times. So this troublous times, the wall shall be built again. After Nebuchadnezzar have destroyed it. This is Daniel prophecy. It's not in Daniel 9. After Nebuchadnezzar destroy it, the wall shall be built again before the Messiah. That's what he's telling you here. You see that unto the Messiah. Read it again. It says, no therefore, and understand that from the going forth of the commandment, this commandment, that this prophecy, it says to restore and build Jerusalem unto the Messiah before Christ will come. You understand? Say the wall shall be built even in troublous time. Troublous is what? It's not tribulation. Tribulation is not troublous. That's troublous times. Because it was in troublous time, which is this history we are dealing with. Because it's in troublous time the wall was built. It was built during the time of Nehemiah and Ezra, which is the history we'll go through next. You see that it was built during the time of Nehemiah and Ezra. Is that not so?
It is so.
That is it. So the great tribulation did not begin in now. It's not going to. People are waiting for it. It has already happened from the Nebuchadnezzar time. Any question? Any question? Okay.
That means the moment that Baruch witnessed the wall broken, and the moment that those people enter in, that they already inside already.
They've not yet entered before it was broken.
They were still outside.
They were still on their way coming before the wall was broken.
I went through that portal and I witnessed it broken.
The Most High brought Baruch out of the city to witness that wall broke, so that nobody will say, so that the kings of the Babylonians will not say it's them that broke it. So the Most High brought the witness that which is Baruch.
And the king noticed that the wall was broken.
He saw it. Nebuchadnezzar and his army saw it was broken. Yes, they don't care. They just enter.
But they don't know who.
They don't know, bro. They don't care. It's broken. They just enter.
And during that period, Baruch was no longer in the city anymore.
He was not there.
Before they go to that
The Most High took him away until when Nebuchadnezzar has done what he wants to do. Then he came back by himself.
He then came back on his own.
I met few people there.
Let me see how I've gone through portal. I want to ask you.
Okay. Okay.
We are now letting us to know that this tribulation has already started far back.
That's the reason of this lesson. That's the reason of this lesson. Yes.
Christians say they are in a tribulation.
They are waiting for great tribulation will soon come. The reason why Christians they don't understand the doctrine, because they don't deal thoroughly with the prophets. If you deal thoroughly with the prophets, you will know the end, because the beginning of this book, the end of this book was spoken of by prophet. Who wrote Genesis? Who wrote Genesis? Clap for Mataya.
Moses.
Who is Moses? He's a prophet. Clap for Baraka. If you don't deal with the prophets, you can never know the beginning. You can never know the end. Who is Christ? He's not a prophet too. He's a prophet too. His disciples are all prophets. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't deal with prophets, you can never know the beginning and the end. It's like the most I deal with prophets. That's what we deal with. Something just deal with them. You deal with prophets, people that are serious-minded people. Then you have teachers and all this stuff. But you see prophets, they have a very good status. They are powerful people.
But they are looked down.
They are looked down upon. Teachers who are good. A prophet who can teach. But you see prophets, they are powerful people. If there's a right one, that's the key thing there. Because that's how this book was started. It started with prophets, ending with prophets. They are the ones.
Start with prophets and end with prophets.
That's just it. Hosea 12:10. Hosea 12:10. Let's get that precept.
The book of Hosea chapter 12 verse 10.
Listen very carefully. Hosea 12:10.
I have also spoken by the prophets.
I have also spoken by who?
By the prophets.
I have also spoken by the prophets. Is it plural or singular? Plural. I have also spoken by I have spoken. Whenever I want to speak, I will speak to the prophets. That's how message. When a king wants to pass message to somebody, who does he pass it to? The town crier. The town crier is his prophet that will deliver his message to the whole community. That's the important message here. The town crier. Because that crier is speaking the word of the king directly. So prophets are very important. When town criers speak, some people can interpret, wise ones can interpret it, and also teachers, they comment teachers, them. because they are wise to hear what the king is saying and interpret what that message is saying based on the event that is happening in the land. Those are teachers. But the key word here is that those stand cry are crying, because most times those stand cry knows the interpretation. Sometimes they know it if it's revealed unto them too. But they are very, very important, because they get message direct from the king himself, not through subsidiary. Hosea 12, let's go. I've also do what?
I've also spoken by the prophets.
I have also spoken by the prophets in plural.
And I've multiplied visions.
And I've multiplied visions. I've showed them visions. I multiply visions through all these various prophets. Like we see Ezekiel, not just one. Like we see Ezekiel, Jeremiah sharing the same events that will take place, but in different manner. Read. And I've multiplied visions.
And use similitudes.
And use similitudes. Like you did with Ezekiel. Like you did with Ezekiel. Like you told Ezekiel, put a blindfold on your eyes. The blindfold is a similitude, meaning that the king Zedekiah will go blind. They will plug his eye. That's a similitude. Similitude is another word for parable, dark speeches, dark sayings of old, allegory as people will call it. Those are similitudes, riddles, proverbs. You understand what I'm saying? And use similitudes,
by the ministry of the prophets.
By the ministry of the prophets. So if there be no question, the siege of Jerusalem from Babylon to Rome invasion come to an end. Shalom, everyone. Unkolo. All right. So we'll continue next Sabbath.